Hi, welcome to this channel. This is Mr. E. If this is your first time coming, thanks for coming. And if you're returning, thanks for coming back. Anyway, I got kind of an update. I've been away for a while. I had to fix my camera and a bunch of other things. Just massive ascension symptoms. It seems like since the last eclipse we had, it's like a whole new reality is uploaded up. There's just brand new templates coming down, and it's coming in plasma. If you haven't noticed, if you look at the sun, it's like completely different than it was before that last eclipse we had, and it's just like huge. This is a huge shift, and so I think what's going to happen, at least what I've been told to tell you, is like there's going to be a lot of people checking out. They're just not going to be able to handle these frequencies coming in. This is like pure diamond white light frequency coming in, and huge solar rays. It's just you gotta, man, you gotta go work out. You gotta keep moving. You gotta get that chi flowing. You gotta get rid of any, actually you gotta work on your axiotonal lines and your meridian lines. You gotta keep everything clear, or you're just gonna hurt. It's gonna start hurting, and so I can't stress that enough. Do some yoga, do some qigong. Certified Health Nut does free qigong in the park. That works great. I do that. That's pretty cool. And at what else we got here? So just expect a lot of breakdowns. Like things will start breaking. Like even your cameras, your computers. Things won't go as expected. Like I was going across the border. I live in Baja, Mexico, and that's a long story that we're going to go over. Me and my wife are going to tell our story now. I've been told I don't have to stay quiet anymore. I can start talking, so I'm going to. And I'm going to tell you what I learned over the years, because I think there's been phases of being awake, but I've been awake for a while and seeing a lot of different things, and I've just kind of been witnessing everything. Just checking out all these distortions, and man, this place is distorted. But there's been a huge cleanup. There's going to be another cleanup coming in 2023. Another huge one, and I know I might be part of some of that on the ground crew here. And so anyway, I'm also a gatekeeper. So like at night, I notice I'm transitioning millions of souls through the gates, and some people just have to go to rehab because it's just how it is, baby. Because you're not going to let that distortion up in these higher frequency places. It's just not allowed. You've got to get yourself cleared. You got to clear yourself completely, your entire life, even your past lives. I can't stress it enough. All that density stored in you, it's just not gonna cut it. You got to get clear, and it takes a lot, man. I've been working on it for years and years and years, and I'm an indigo type 1, so I've been a system breaker my whole entire life, and I haven't noticed it, until maybe recently, just how much of a system buster I've been. And it's been a wild ride. I mean, I didn't comply with a lot of stuff, and it ended me up in quite a bit of trouble. Just a normal guy would think. I didn't think it was that bad compared to other lifetimes that I've had. Because I've been through some wild shit like cloning, harvesting, just horrible, horrific shit. That it is what it is, and you have to retrieve all those soul fragments. So it takes quite a bit of work. And as soon as you start recapitulating your life and working on that stuff, then you start remembering. And remembering is literally remembering your soul. So you're literally gathering your pieces back, and you'll start to remember everything. So you start to remember past lives, and I mean, I use the art of dreaming to recall some of my childhood memories that we had to do. Um, Sorry about that. Anyway, like, there's other things that are going to happen. I'm just going to stay focused here because I could go on forever about my story, and I don't want to. So, not right now. We'll go through it with wifey, and she's part of it. I've been with her for a long time. Anyway, she went through it too. So she's probably more ascended than I am. She's like crazy frequencies. Like, holy smoly, these women. Anyway, linear time is completely out. It's like if you're expecting things to be linear, it's just not going to happen. And this new world, linear time is not going to be there. That's going forward in time. It's going to be quantum. So you have to learn how to live quantumly, and that means jumping timelines. If the timeline doesn't suit you for that day, you can. One easy way to reset your timeline is just go take a nap, and set the intention to reset all your timelines, and then when you wake up, go check it out and see. You're gonna have to set markers to see what dimension you're in because markers are like, if I see this, then I'm in that dimension. So if I see a crow, I'm in the fourth dimension. Or you'll see signs. You can make your own markers up. It's easy to do. If I see a butterfly, I'm in the fifth or something, or a dolphin. Because I live right on the ocean, so I can see a dolphin pretty easy. I like that. Anyway, it's a nice place to live. I can stretch out because I'm telling you what, you shouldn't have woken up this part of me, because now I'm just not gonna stop. It's just balls to the walls now, and we're gonna clear this thing up. And I think if you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, and there's also the fact that you're gonna have to take responsibility for what you've done, what you're doing, what you're gonna do. So you literally have to start thinking about what kind of impact this has on other people, because I've seen a lot of shit, and it's like crazy. Like, they don't even care about other people. That's not in the human DNA to do that stuff. So it's not in our DNA to hurt another human. So anyway, I would say you have to pay attention to what's coming up in your life, and if you notice certain patterns, certain belief systems that resurfacing, those are the things you got to recapitulate. You've got to practice recapitulation. Like, you can do it energy. Just set the intention that stuff gets released and not come back. And if you see it come back, do it again and again and again until you don't see it anymore. Collapse that stuff, because all it is a trap. So you've got to work on these traps. You got to get these things out of here, because that's what got you stuck in the matrix. Once you get outside that matrix thing, you can see what's going on. You'll be able to see. So, and I know there's a huge shift. I think what's happening is the planets. It's been off kilter for a while, and it's slowly starting to realign. It's not going to do a pole shift because that'll wipe out the planet, and so they're not going to do that. But it's going to shift gradually. And so what's happening is that the rods and staffs are ultimately going to realign to the galactic center, and oh yeah, baby, then it's on. Then things get crazy, you know. And I know there's all this uh, secret space stuff. I think that's kind of a joke. I think that's just I think that's what do you call it? Fake news. I really don't. I'm not buying it. I think yeah, maybe they have some spacecrafts, but I'm telling you, the real guys running the show are doing it behind the scenes, and when you can bilocate and the real masters just walk through doors, they're gonna have to take a piece of chalk and write a door on the wall and walk through it and end up somewhere else, anywhere in the universe. So that's the real badass of this place. Manifest. They can go through dimensions, even multiverses. So there is a multiverse. Yeah. Just like the new movie. What is it? I haven't seen that yet, but I'd like to go see that. That looks pretty wild. That looks crazy. That kind of looks like what happens when I close my eyes, and I kind of want to go see that movie. It's really just time to focus on what you want, especially with this. There's a new eclipse coming. It's the lunar eclipse. You need to focus on what you want. So focus on what your new world is going to look like. What does that look like? If you could wish for anything you wanted, and it can't be out of fear. Don't be starting wishing out of fear, because it's not. It doesn't work in fear energy, and that's what this matrix is based upon. So if you're operating in fear, you're going to have to. I mean, that's the first enemy. That's the first enemy of a man of knowledge is fear. So you've got to conquer that enemy, and it's cunning. It'll be around every corner, every turn, waiting. And it's just relentless. Fear is relentless. But you know what? There comes a time when that fear goes away. But you've got to work on it daily. I got to do daily work on fear. Fear reprogramming. Just wipe fear out of your template, out of your morphogenetic field. I say. I noticed a bunch of things like I was talking about things not working right. Like things may not work right. Sorry, I'm getting blasted with some kind of pink energy now. It's crazy. I wish you could see it. But anyway, like the other day I was crossing the border, and I have to go through Tijuana to get to the border, and so I'm taking the normal route, which is pretty much a highway, and they had it all blocked off. So it's like, oh my hell, you're gonna have to learn some patience too, because things are not gonna work out how they used to all the time. It's what that is that's your higher self showing you what you got to work on. Because I get a little angry when there's 30,000 people going down the back street in Tijuana with speed bumps the size of a Volkswagen and potholes that just kill your car. I should have took the truck. Hey, whatever. We had fun anyway. You got to learn how to have fun, even if it's not going the way you think it should. It's because the world is not what it appears to be. It's not going to always cooperate with what you want or even your intention. So, and what that is that's showing you what template is still running, what kind of programs are still running in your system, and you've got to let those go. So it takes vigilance, and it takes. You got to be conscious of what's going on. Power is the third enemy. Clarity is another enemy. As soon as you defeat fear, you'll see. You'll get very, very clear. The second enemy of a man of knowledge is clarity. You know what that means is, if you act too soon on that clarity, you might be caught in clarity. And if you act too late, the same thing is, it's just, you can get caught with clarity. So, and you'll never reach power. And now power is a very, very cunning enemy. It's unseen. You can't see it. But you know, that's kind of an Atlantis distortion. You know, I saw it in the shamans too. They're power hungry, and so I had to leave the shamanism alone. And I loved it. I loved those guys, and man, I love those guys. We had a lot of fun, and it was a wild ride, and I learned a lot. But you can't be trading. You can't be stuck with that power, because that power is the third enemy, and of course the fourth enemy is old age. But these things, you can defeat every enemy, but maybe that last one. But you can work on. You can actually work on living a long, long time. And I'll go over that in another session. But anyway, I noticed that people are driving crazy now too. It's like crazy. Time is moving a lot faster, it seems like, or slower. It just depends. It depends on, you know, where you're at. There's going to be a lot of people transforming. There are going to be a lot of people transitioning through this. They can't handle this new frequency coming in. And if they leave, it's up to it's their soul that's making that choice. Not, you know, it's their soul choosing. And I'll tell you what, the 4D is crazy. It's crazy stuff. So when they start seeing the 4D, it's going to get crazy. Also, there's going to be nothing hidden. So like everything that's hidden, it's going to get revealed. So like it's already been getting revealed. You can get all sorts of information now. It's just crazy the amount of information you got. But the best information you can get is right inside of you, right inside. You have access to everything. I don't know why they think AI is so much better than us. We can do things at the speed of thought, and we have access to everything, all the information, all of it. You'll see. All you have to do is just stay vigilant, keep recapitulating your life, build that light body up, and see what happens. It gets wild, I'm telling you. There's other celestial events on the horizon. I see maybe a comet coming. I don't know. I can't verify that, but I thought something came up, told me a comet. It's time to purify. Like even your eating, you got to start eating differently. I have, and even maybe fasting, and go on a walkabout or the best thing to do when you're having ascension symptoms and starts to get hurting is what I found is I have to go outside. I've been sitting in the garden. My garden's looking great because, if I don't go out there, I can't. I'm getting too big for the house. I'm getting too big for this neighborhood. I have to go for a drive. I have to get out of here. I have to go up the mountains. I have to sit there because it's just crazy the amount of frequency that's coming in. And I have to be creating all the time, like even fixing stuff. Like I have a rule, like nothing broken, nothing leaking, because all that is a sign that I'm leaking energy somewhere if I've got a leak, so I got to fix that leak, or stuff like that. There's a lot of Hermes, Aphrodite energy coming in, golden pinkish. It's just crazy. It's just diamond white light coming in today is what I saw. So anyway, like I said, you're gonna have to live like a warrior, like a sorcerer. You're gonna have to live like a warrior of the old. Um, this is what a warrior is he goes to battle with himself, and because it takes a warrior to battle these things. These things they're in. Hey, come here. That's the Wawa. Anyway, she's playing with Chewbacca, and so we have a lot of fun with some of my partners over there. And it's funny because you'll see that Chewbacca can see distortions in people, so he'll bark at him over the fence, and it scares him. Nobody's coming over that fence. No way. Especially with a Chihuahua. Anyway, I just wanted to touch base with you guys. What should we do? I think we should maybe draw a card. I got some. Oh, I got some. Did you know the crystal has got the same structure as a human being? So I got some new Andaras. They're killer. I like the little teeny ones. Everybody got those big ones? Little teeny ones, they like fit in my pockets and they're not driving me freaking crazy. How do you like to sit on a big, huge boulder every day? I like to have little teeny ones because they're packed with power. They've got so much energy coming off of them. I just love these crystals. And once you learn crystals, that's a whole different ball game, baby. The game is on. So I thought we'd draw some cards because I got a new card deck. It's a Star Dragons Oracle cards. So I thought I'd check these out because they're new. I think I've checked them out. They're kind of cool, but I'll show you. See Star Dragons. So let's see what it says. We'll just time to shuffle a little bit. See, the Wawa plays with Chewbacca all day long. It's great. And back and forth. Hey, we're on camera here. So, tell me if I didn't nail it. The card is transformation. Transformation. So maybe we should look that up. I'm sorry, I have to put on glasses to read. Defining yourself. If that didn't nail it to the core of what's going on, I don't know. So let's just check it out. Anyway, transformation. I think that's a pretty cool card to pull. And I think that defines what I've been talking about. So, get ready for your transformation. And it's going to take some work on your part. And it's not like you can't expect different results doing the same bullshit. You're going to have to change everything. If you want a new world, you're going to have to change everything. Rearrange your whole freaking house. I'm going to remodel this place. I ended up in this place, and it's not the greatest. But it's small, and it's on the beach, and that's kind of nice. It stays nice and cool down here all year long, and I kind of like that. And there's a lot of space. I like to stretch out, and that salt water air just cleans your whole field all the time. You're just always getting cleansed because it's just like acid to things that they don't like the salt. So anyway, I thought I'd touch base with you guys. Sorry I haven't talked to you for a while. I busted my camera because it's like shit happens. And so anyway, well, I've got a website coming. And I'm going to do some services because we can do some healing. My wife's really, really good at healing because I go out on these missions and I have to come back, and she's healed me every time. So I'm so grateful for her. Oh, thank you so much, because I would come back all messed up sometimes. 'Cause, you'll see, it can get kind of crazy, and those days are kind of over, because it's not as crazy as it used to be. Because there's been a lot of cleanup that's happened, and there's going to be another cleanup in 2023. There's still some stuff out there that I know about, some distortions. It's just not going to be allowed into the new world. It just can't. You can't have a new world with the same old shit. And so I think there's a new money system on the horizon, which is going to be great. I mean, I'm thinking maybe credits, because that's what's going on in the universe. I think they have universal credits. It's a credit system, and it is backed on by some kind of tangible asset. And really, if the money system is backed by a tangible asset anyway, it's just your signature, and they take that note, they send it into the DTC, Depository Trust Company, and then they securitize it on Wall Street. But it's crazy. But all that stuff is held in a trust, so it's not like the assets aren't there. I did a lot of sovereignty stuff, especially when I got in trouble with the feds. I danced toe to toe with those guys for 20 years, and I'll tell you all about it. It's been a wild ride, and I love you guys, and we want the very, very, very best for you. I am working night and day, 24/7 on the collectives. I work for the all, and so I'm working for everyone. I want the very, very best for everyone, and so does my wife. So we're here working on us, but by clearing us, we're clearing the collectives as well. So I want you to know that, and have a nice day. I'm going to start doing some live sessions and stuff, and we'll just keep in touch. We can do some healings ourselves. So if you've got some of these ascension symptoms, I can see. We can heal you. So, I can't say we can heal you. We can take a look and see what we can do. And anyway, we love you guys. I just wanted to make a short video and tell you what's going on. Thanks. Bye.